Hi, in this video we're going to be talking about Britain's biggest spiders. And spoiler alert, despite the recent headlines, they're not as big as rats. There are many types of spider in the UK, with over 660 species belonging to 37 families, including cute little jumping spiders, web-building garden spiders, log-basking wolf spiders, and house-dwelling cellar spiders. But the question is, which one is the biggest? Now this sounds like a simple question, but there are a few things to consider. The species most often quoted as the biggest spider is the Fen Raft spider, Dolomedes plantarius, which has a body length of up to 22mm and a leg span of up to 70mm, with females of this species on average being bigger than the closely related bog raft spider, Dolomedes fimbriatus. So when I made a video on these species on my Pond Lab channel, I said that the Fen Raft spider was the biggest species in the UK. But some of those that watched the video left comments asking about other species that they had heard were the biggest in the UK. So where does this confusion come from? Well, the key thing is, how do you measure it? For example, the house spiders are another contender for biggest species in the UK, but the large house spider can have a leg span of up to 75mm, which is bigger than the Fen Raft spider. There are a few species of house spider, and the largest is the Cardinal Spider, which typically has a leg span of up to 100mm, and there are records of specimens with a leg span of 120mm. But their body length on average is shorter, typically around 10–12mm, and even the Cardinal Spider only gets to 20mm maximum. And both their legs and body are a lot less robust, so the spider probably weighs less, but I'll talk more about the weight of spiders later on. And there's another contender for biggest spider, the green-fanged funnel web spider, Segestria florentina, which lives in tube-shaped webs in southern England. Its body is longer and larger than house spiders, and is comparable to that of raft spiders, reaching up to 22mm as well. However, its legs are much shorter than that of raft spiders. And of course, there's another way of looking at size. When we talk about the biggest land animal, we usually say elephant because it is the heaviest. Unfortunately, there is very little data on the weights of spiders in the UK. I'm currently sat in my garden, and there is probably around 20 or 30 garden spiders, a species most people are quite familiar with. And it has a close relative, the four-spotted Orb Weaver. As you can see, this spider has a large spherical shaped body, and the total body length is up to 20mm, so they're rivaling the raft and funnel web spiders too. There was a female of this species found in 1979 in Surrey, which weighed 2.25 grams, but most of this weight would have been the up to 900 eggs she was about to lay, which can account for 2/3 of their body weight, which is heavy for an invertebrate, and is the heaviest known weight of a spider found in the UK. However, there is another candidate that I don't really see spoken about. It's the Wasp Spider. It's quite surprising with a name like Wasp Spider that they haven't been all over these awful tabloids. You can imagine them having a field day with hybrid Wasp Spider headlines. But is it the biggest spider in Britain? Well, its body size can be up to 20mm according to some sources, and I'm pretty sure I've seen some that big, but I haven't found any data on leg span and weight, so it's hard to know. So why do I think this is a candidate? When I've seen them in the wild, although their bodies aren't quite as spherical as the four-spotted Orb Weaver, they are quite broad and wide. And by comparing pictures and my own personal experience, the leg span looks bigger and the legs are more stockier. I'm going to stick my neck out and speculate a large female wasp spider full of eggs may actually be heavier than 2.25 grams. So by leg span, the biggest spider is the Cardinal Spider. By known weight, it's the four-spotted Orb Weaver. And by body length, and arguably generally all round, the largest spider is the Fen Raft spider. But perhaps the main conclusion I've drawn from this is we need to go and weigh more spiders and find out which is the heaviest to get a definitive answer. Thanks for watching.